Hey, welcome back. Hey, and thanks for listening. Welcome back to the most mediocre podcast in the world. You know who I am, or else you probably wouldn't have clicked on the video. And you know who this is. Hi.
Hey, guy.
What's
I
up?
liked your smooth jazz little intro thing going.
Thanks. I was going like late night radio.
Yeah.
DJ.
I felt that, and I kind of miss it.
Can you do it again, please?
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
Yeah. What's up, dude? How's life?
It's fine. You know, I've spent too much money. I don't make enough, and now I'm trying to make it. I'm just trying to pay it all back now, slowly. So, you know, poor people problems.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll get through it.
Yeah. Money's fake.
Money isn't real.
I've heard people think it's like an energy, you know? I can't fully get behind that. It's a little hippy dippy for me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I understand it, and it's decent for like to me like as a thought experiment kind of, or like a way to think about it, to where it's like I don't know enough about even the theory to articulate it, but
I don't know anything about anything. So.
Yeah.
What were we talking about as we were walking in here about you know, why we wanted to jump on here?
The girl raised by dogs, or no, the morality.
Yes.
Morality.
Yes.
We have producer Chance here, my nephew. And
Hello.
we were talking about on the way here whether morality actually exists or if it's like a social construct.
Yeah. We made it up.
So, like I was saying to him, I mean, like I love the idea. Like whether I fully agree with it or not, I love thinking about that. So thank you. But
You're welcome.
my thing is, it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I understand that we would be raping and pillaging if it weren't for society and civilization, right? I get that.
For sure.
You know? But would we feel bad about it? Like that's like it. Like if I had strangled my nephew.
Please don't, by the way.
Yeah. But he's requested directly that I do not do this to test it. But if I strangled him, I'd feel bad, I think, even without society. But like I said, I can't remove myself from the societal constructs because it's all I've ever known.
Fair, but I would also push back. You would feel bad mainly because you know that person, and you probably watched him grow up for a certain amount of years, maybe all of the 15.
So if I
only
seen
some.
a random 15-year-old out there and I
mean,
killed them,
listen,
I'd still feel bad.
Sure,
I think.
but for less time.
Sure, but yes.
Right. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Could you kill somebody?
If I had to, probably, yeah. Like, I think everyone could if they had to.
Yeah.
Like, I
think I could even if I didn't have to.
See, there you go.
I really
There you
do.
go.
I think I
Do you
can
mean you or another
compartmentalize.
person?
You kill me?
No. Do you mean you or another person when you say I could kill someone?
Oh, both.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, either
just
one.
Just checking.
Yeah, I think I could compartmentalize it.
That's the thing. Like, we did it for war. Like, yeah, a lot of people come back fucked up, but a lot of people are made to go into villages and they do actually like, shitty shit. Like, when they are like dropping drones, like, yeah, I'm sure they don't feel good about it, but like, I'm sure that's real easy to like put out of your head.
Especially when you have a PlayStation controller.
Right?
Bro, like when you have a PlayStation, and I guarantee, you know how social media has like used scientists and shit to like optimize the dopamine and serotonin, like by the colors and the heart.
Yeah.
I guarantee that them drone operators get like, 500, 1,000 headshot, like extra, double XP for the next 30 minutes. Like, I guarantee they gamify the shit.
100%.
If they haven't now, they will, because like, God, that's kind of gross. Gives me like goosebumps. But yeah,
I mean,
I think
it's kind of like when you're just got your license and like your friends are talking about it. When you accidentally hit a squirrel or whatever, and like you make the joke like 5 points or whatever the fuck. You make it a game.
Sure,
I feel like that was a thing for kids. I mean, when we had our cars. I don't know if that was really a thing. But bunnies would be the anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
A kid
feel
on
like
a bicycle, 100 points.
young military kids, dude, like they're not fully formed yet. Like it's easy to just like you said, they probably gamify it and make it.
And also,
less.
well, with the military, that's a little bit of more of a specific thing, the military, yes, because there is the, groupthink and the like breaking down and rebuilding of the good versus bad, these are the bad ones. That's what they need to do, right? Is separate and dehumanize, and it's like, that makes it easier to compartmentalize at that point, right? It's like, yeah, these people aren't like you. They're bad people,
Right.
These people aren't like you. They're bad. you know, and it's like, I think if you do enough of that, it's easier to, so yeah, maybe to your point, morality is, you know, that,
I mean, it's just an eye of the beholder.
right. And to your point, right, if they're able to move that morality line based on that, you know, brainwashing or like, you know, programming, then maybe it is, yeah, completely a social construct. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But like, I don't know. It's there's more questions I feel like to be asked. Like, I feel like you would feel bad like if they were a certain a baby. Like I feel like you naturally would feel like
I think that's
wrong or
evolutionarily right.
something.
Exactly. That's why that's my argument is I think that morality is probably has some evolutionary bias, like reason,
I don't
evolutionary reasoning.
I still do think that like I don't know.
But
like,
also, evolutionarily, you would think it'd be the opposite, if anything, because it's like one less mouth to feed, right?
Yeah.
sure. And a baby, you can just make another one. They
And they're so
haven't-
easy
Just
to
a
kill.
late-term abortion.
Just think about how easy they are to get rid of.
to make light. Like,
Dude, I would
listen,
kill a baby so fast.
they don't have
Dude, the baby does not
personality.
stand a chance
right.
against me.
It's not like you
I
have
can fuck up
conversations with it.
dozens
All
of-
this man needs is $20.
You don't know anything about it. Like it's still like a baby could still be a monster, right? Whereas
I
like
mean-
a fully formed teenager, we kind of have an idea what the fuck they're gonna do.
Oh, when they
The
get older.
trajectory's there.
I see.
We don't know. It's a mystery box. Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of what it's like. I don't know.
That's why you're pro
You could
baby
go, but you
killer.
go either way. You go either way.
Yeah.
You go because like to snuff out a lottery tickets almost never win. So it's like, yeah, you can get rid of those, but at the same
Yeah.
time, some of them hit, and I don't know. It's kind of a weird. Yeah, I'm not pro killing babies. I am
mean,
pro abortion though.
It would be easy,
So,
though.
you know, it's kind of.
Just saying.
What about just the loud ones?
The loud ones, yeah. The loud, shitty ones. Ones
Listen,
with
I'm
cowlick.
for abortions up until like honestly 15. So like, no.
Yeah, how 15 and how many months are you?
Where are you at? How close to
0.
15?
Yeah, you might have made the cut.
No, but seriously, I mean, we're not even like you don't have an opinion until like you're 25, honestly. Like, and even then, I don't trust your opinion because
you
you're
and
25.
opinions are funny, dude.
I mean, because no one's opinion is good. That's the problem.
But
Have you
you
seen these
also-
people like talk about their opinion? Like, everyone has a bad opinion these days.
But
It's
that's
crazy.
based on your opinion of their
Because my opinion is a good opinion.
I agree with it.
I got a good opinions.
But that's the thing. I feel like, yeah, I mean, you agree with what? That there's bad opinions?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
yes, of course there are bad opinions, but like, I are there?
I mean, all right, sure. If you want to do it like that, no,
Like, I
there
just-
are no bad opinions. Everything is valid. Everything is fine.
I mean,
But, like,
even if
there's levels to everything, and
I
that's
think-
real.
I do think that kind of if you disagree strongly enough, you're like, that's a bad opinion.
But if you do it well, I mean, what are we talking about? I don't know. If you do it well, dude, I'm all about.
If you do
a-
what well?
If
Like,
you
explain
disagree
this.
with me, well,
Oh,
fuck
sure.
yeah, dude. I'm malleable to where I can come to your side. I'm not like stuck in on all of any of my opinions, really.
I feel
Like
the same way.
anything I can be, you know,
Ideally, yeah.
not
You don't wanna-
ideally.
yeah,
I'm
ideally,
telling
you
you
don't
right
wanna be
now,
stuck in
I
your
don't believe.
opinions. You don't wanna be
shit.
stuck in your
I don't
opinions.
believe myself at all, but I
Well,
do
yeah,
believe I
you're
have
too
good
far
opinions.
one way.
Yeah, I'm
but,
weird.
but my
I don't
thing
know.
is like I think that most people are the opposite, right? Or they're so stuck in their opinions.
Yeah, but like again, like most
'Cause you-
opinions are
you-
coming from your parents, and your parents don't know shit. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to your parents or whatever. Like, they're probably nice people.
They're not
But they
listening.
don't fucking know anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know more than they do, and like at this point in their lives, you know more than they do. They can't help you. Like, I don't know how else to tell. Like,
There is a built-in obsolescence to the aging community, especially
now,
with technology. Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Those
yeah.
generate. That's over.
I mean, but
our parents could ask their parents and get sound advice.
Right. How do we?
Our advice was not sound from our parents because the world changed on them, and like,
And now it's just changing even faster.
oh yeah, dude, hell yeah. That's why we just said he's smarter than us, and like he you know he's done a couple. I've done 70 edits. I do think he's probably done. He's probably better than me, and he's probably putting in way less time.
I think it's inherent.
yeah,
I
dude, it's like learning language when you're. A
I
kid.
listened to a TED talk the other day from Sam Altman. He's the guy who runs ChatGPT.
Okay.
So there's this TED talk, and he has a kid, and he made the comment. He's like, my kid, so it's a baby. He's like, my child will never know a time in his life that AI wasn't smarter than humans. You know, and it's just weird to think. You know what I mean? Because we're watching it happen. That kid will never. He'll be like, "What do you mean? You guys used to be smarter than computers? That doesn't even make sense." You know what I mean? Because it's like the AI is going to be so. It's just like it's staggering. Oh, that does remind me. Thank God there was a segue. 'Cause I was like dying on that island. my buddy. Okay, so let me slow down. I have heard all of these, heard and seen, and everyone knows these cautionary tales. You know, some of them are funny, some of them are tragic, some of them are usually both. You know, of people like falling in love with AI.
Oh right, okay.
You know,
yeah.
I've always heard about the stories. There's movies about it, all this stuff. And while I haven't now seen that in actual life, I have someone who's close to me in my life that reached out to me. I sent them the TED Talk about the Chat GPT, and because I know that they use it, and they responded to me. I am so all in on Chat GPT. I use it every day, and this person says this and not kidding around. He goes, "This is the best thing that's happened to my life since the birth of my kids." Bro, that is weird. And he then goes and says, "It's my best friend." He goes, "I know this doesn't sound normal or healthy." He said, "But my friends, I text them, they blow me off. They don't give me, dude, I'm not kidding, bro."
But like,
Listen, he's like, ChatGPT's always there. If it's 2:00 in the morning and I want to talk about the theory of gravity, ChatGPT's there, and ChatGPT does this thing. Have you used it?
Very little. I'm kind of anti-AI. I don't want it.
You gotta get with it.
I don't like the overlords.
Right, yeah, you can't get away from them, unfortunately.
that's
it's either
fair.
move to the woods and start mailing bombs or just get on board, but
I only know because I argued with the one about the pineapple on
it'll hype
pizza.
you up sometimes.
But like I'm
It's impressive what it does, you know. You'll be like, someone will be like, "Great point, Justin." It's like, but the fact that it's doing it in a way that seems genuine enough to someone who I consider to be an intelligent person, a bit of a recluse, you know, but yeah, he's an intelligent guy.
I mean,
And he's like, "This thing is my best friend." It's like helping him build a business, and it's fucking, you know.
I think that's beautiful, but
Oh,
like,
really? It's terrifying.
kind of like.
I like that you said
I
that.
think that like
There is beauty in
there's an
that.
innocence to that, because like for me, like there's a level of like the person whose opinion who I'm getting, like, or feedback I'm getting, like I rank, everyone has a ranking, you know, like some people are fucking stupid, some people I
yeah.
respect their opinion.
Sure. The
So
source,
like,
depending on the source.
what are we doing? Like this guy doesn't, it's AI, like it's just anything, like you're just I don't know, man, like. And then
But
for it
what
to
it
just
does
be like,
is
great point, Justin. Like, yeah, you're right. That's
but-
kind of how it was. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like the most minor,
Yeah.
just enough to feel human, and that's all they need. And like that, there's something
For now.
so sad about
know.
like these people. Like, I feel bad.
Yeah. I mean, look, if it's there to be used, and here's the thing: it's like I told him, saying that I mean, I get it. I'm not there, but I get it, and I think that we're all going to be there. It's creepy, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I do think that it's like you can't get away from it, really. You know?
I mean, I could see using something like an AI for like an old folks home. Like if you can't get to your granny all the time, and like you can make it to where like it's you kind of, but like she can like talk to it, and it would like get, I don't know, like that kind of seems like a nice thing, because now like no offense,
A companion.
Yeah, you give them what they want because
No
they
one wants
need
to hang out
that.
with your demented grandmother.
No one. I mean, you're not saying that. I don't.
So
And I
a
mean,
person with dementia that is technically demented, but it sounds crazy to say out loud.
it does sound.
Because I was talking about how my Easter was to you, and I'm like, I got to spend some time with my demented
I
grandmother.
feel like there's like if there's demonic. There's something like, I don't know. There's something
people
demented.
use it as a different word for sure, and it's more like that.
Yeah, think of like, I don't know, exorcisms and
When I
just
looked it up, because it
demons.
sounded fucked up, it said that you should say person with dementia. So
Person
my
with
grandmother
dementia.
with dementia.
Nah, fuck that. We made the thing, and now that's how you conjugate words. Like that's how it works. Like I'm sorry, it doesn't sound good. Make a new word then, or let's man up and deal with the fact that like this is like that's what we made it. Like that's the word. Like what do
And-
I? It
yeah.
can't. I'm sorry. Like
But do you think they'd remember that you said it?
fair enough. Boom.
No.
Like
No, she didn't even know it was Easter.
I'm what?
bro.
Who are you? I'm sorry. That's fucked up.
No, it's not. I don't think it is. I mean, we're all gonna end up there. It's just like if
Yeah.
we're lucky, right?
Right.
Best case scenario is like a long life. So
Right. Yeah. That's a fun thing.
brutal.
I was thinking of like midlife crises and stuff, and it's like, I don't know. I'm just, and then makes you think like, where is the midlife? Kind of like,
Mm.
like you always think like 100. I feel like everyone like thinks 100. Like in there.
76, I believe. Is
Yeah, is that where you're at?
The American average.
Oh, average.
I
Right,
think
right.
the
Yeah, but do you not think you're better than average or something? Like I do.
No.
Oh no, you don't.
No.
Like really? Okay, interesting.
If
like,
anything,
not
from all the
better.
heroin and stuff, I think that my system is
well,
probably
see,
gonna
but
crap
like
out.
also that's also my maybe it's better. Like you forced it
I've
to
built
like
it up.
work. Yeah, man, it's had to work overtime for so long. Now this is easy. You're coasting.
Someone said so. There's a theory that like you have a certain amount of heartbeats, and that's it.
I mean,
And then it's like I've done a lot of stimulants. So I'm like, also if we're counting on heartbeats, I'm probably like running out. You know, dude. Did you see Kanye's latest tweets? Does he have Google in there?
Oh, I've seen them. It's
Ah,
really
yeah, it should-
messed up.
Bro, well, did you see the most recent one
Yeah, he like admitted to
about his cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, did you
Andre said something at work. I don't know what. I
Bro.
forgot, what was it?
well,
He's
he's been going on those racist, all these crazy, these wild rants, you know, and people say he's going through psychosis and mania and all kind of shit. He's calling Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids retarded and shit. And dude, it's bonkers.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
He
That's the only part I really
he
know.
wrote this long tweet. He goes, it started off benign. It was like the song "Cousins" is about my cousin who is now in prison for murdering a pregnant woman. He was like 6 when I showed him those magazines. I didn't know. I feel like I'm, something guilty about it. And then he's like, I sucked my cousin's dick until I was 14 or something.
These are tweets or songs.
This is one tweet.
This is a tweet.
But he said the song "Cousins" is about this. I don't know if it's a song that exists or not
He
yet.
was sucking his younger cousins.
I don't know the ages,
Okay.
but I know that there was this sexual trauma, and that he, honestly, as bizarre as it was to read, I'm just like, this is probably good for him. He has probably been holding on to that, not almost guaranteed.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I've held on to being molested before. I've done that exact thing, and to release it feels like a giant weight is lifted. And even if he doesn't feel it right this second, that's a very, to me, could be. Let me say could be. That could be the beginning of like the healing process. Not that that's the only thing going on, but that's a big problem in the foundation of your building as a human. Where it's like there's a shaky rock here, and the longer you go without speaking on it, I believe the shakier it gets. And so it's like you build all these walls up to not look at it, but it's still right there shaky. So it's like, it's to me like bizarre, but beautiful. That he's able to say the thing. Because it's not like people don't like saying it. It's like some people get upset when I say I was molested. People don't even like the word, dude. They get uncomfortable.
Right,
It's like, bro, what happened to me?
Kanye was the perpetrator.
Oh, true, yeah. But I'm just saying, it's sexual trauma. He was probably young as well. I think they were the same age, no?
He said when he was 6, and he was old enough to have had that stuff at the time.
Okay, so he probably was older. Wow. And he was sucking his younger cousin's dick, probably.
Yeah,
okay.
that's really messed up.
Yeah, it is.
huh?
Yeah, I wonder what the ages were. Yeah, so we don't really know I mean, obviously there's some type of sexual trauma there in his youth. Before he should have been introduced to it for sure, and then obviously whatever he was doing there. But either way, whatever it was, I think that things that are like dark like that, if they stay in the dark, they stay dark. Not that that'll get too light, if you're sucking a 6-year-old dick. Okay, this is obviously a demonetized episode. But yeah, he really went on. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought, God damn,
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
like and subscribe before we have to end up on Rumble. You know about Rumble?
I actually don't.
Do you know what Blue Sky is?
Oh, yeah.
That's like a social
like
media.
the new Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
New
So yeah,
Twitter.
because it was
Okay.
Jack Dorsey's actually the one who founded it, the one who started Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So Blue Sky is like the decentralized social media, and then Rumble's like the Republican social media, I guess, or like the
Ooh.
Republican YouTube. They focus on free speech. They're not with anti-Semitism and racism, but it's a little bit more accepted. It
It's a little
seems like
relaxed,
than
huh?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I got ultrasound on my balls this morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, look forward to getting older, Chance.
I've actually had that happen twice before.
Ultrasounds on your balls?
Yeah, I heard, and I was probably just being a hypochondriac.
So yeah. It was my same here pain, right? For me. And with no catalyst. Like I didn't do anything to 'em.
Holy shit. I've had pain in my balls a couple times, and like to where it's like I can barely walk and I don't get it looked at. So like we are different. We are very different.
Well,
You guys are smart. Good job.
Hey,
Congratulations.
I don't get accused of that often. Thank you.
You're
I'll take
welcome.
it.
You're
Nice.
welcome. Or I'm just dumb. Maybe you're not smart and you're average and I'm
Usually
an
not
idiot.
one or the other. you know, somewhere in this Venn diagram. But like I was telling my doctor, it's not so painful, really. It's like an uncomfortability, and also more like what I told him was I'm aware of my balls.
Oh.
Normally, throughout my life, I'm
like,
not even aware of them.
They're in pain,
unless someone's licking on them or something. Like, I'm not aware I even have balls unless I hit them on something, someone's kissing them. So, like, when I'm walking throughout my day and I go, oh, I can feel that I have balls.
Even when you're sweating them off, you don't feel them.
Exactly.
I don't know why we use
Right. So the fact that I'm
them off, you never feel them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the fact that when I'm freezing, they're like in my body,
so
along with my penis.
They're happy. Everyone else is like,
yeah.
Anyway.
So I had this ultrasound, dude, and I guess I didn't think about what it was gonna be. I was thinking like X-ray kind of, you know, but I get in there and this lady's like has to like, you know, put gel on my balls and like rub this tool all on my balls.
Right. I'm thinking CAT scan for some weird shit.
Yeah.
Ultrasound. Yeah.
So it's just
uncomfortable,
dude, mad awkward. And she was like a girl my age or younger, you know, so it wasn't like some old, but dude,
funny.
it was, dude. Listen, I'm laying there, she's like in the middle of my balls, kneading them. She's on some like, so where do you get your tattoos done? I'm like, is this real? This bitch is talking to me about tattoos. I'm like,
was she cute?
I mean, yeah, she was cute. I guess not really my
funny.
type, but yeah, she was cute. But I did get to
funny.
hit her with a joke when I was leaving. She was like showing me. I said, "Do you have any questions?" I was like, "Same time tomorrow."
You know how I told you I had a staring problem earlier?
Yes.
I accidentally locked eyes with the person who's doing it.
Dude, I had that thought. I had the thought of how awkward it would be. I've had that thought at the dentist too, you know, to just literally not break eye contact with him, dude, has to be the most uncomfortable thing at either one of those spots, dude. And for some reason, they're just as intimate. Dude, dentistry is crazy. I made an appointment.
Hey, dude, I hadn't gone for 10 plus years.
Yeah, it's been since 2022 for me, so 3 years, but it's gonna suck dick. I can't stand it. And then you know what else is pissing me off? I go in there and they go, all these tattoos shouldn't really be a problem, you know? Oh, come on, you can sit through those. You can. So it's like, first of all, bitch, I didn't like none of this. This shit hurt. I was crying about this. Should have heard me. And so I'm not like one of them people who goes to sleep in a chair, you know? It's like, that shit hurts. And now you're inside of my skull with tools. You have metal tools inside of my open face and you're like scraping at my skeleton, you know?
I mean,
terrible.
Look,
Terrible.
It sucks. It really is
It's fucking
uncomfortable.
terrible.
After going back now as an adult, like it's not as bad as I made it out to be myself. Like,
yeah, but I was an adult a few years ago.
Dude, I'm sensitive, man. I don't like the smells. I don't like the taste. I don't like they like the sucking thing fucking hurts sometimes. Like,
dude,
if they
I'm
get you in
gripping the
wrong
chair
spot-
and sweating the whole time.
Oh yeah, dude. If not, I'm holding both
Dude,
hands together. And
it's
I'm like
miserable.
holding. Yeah,
dude,
it's not fun.
fucking. It's miserable. It's,
They make you. My dentist makes me wear these stupid colored glasses. I guess as like eye protection or whatever. I don't know if
so
you,
you
have to wear
can't
eye
see him
protection.
jerking off.
No, you can see him. You just they're all orange or
You
whatever.
can see him.
It's weird. Dude, I had to get 6 teeth pulled. Like when I first, like, yeah, dude. Luckily, they're all non-show teeth.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
there's only one that if I smile big, you can
Right.
see. I still got to get that one bridge or whatever. So it's like at least the gap is filled.
Luckily, you're not happy enough to smile that big.
Right. Like I lost the ability to smile long ago.
Yeah,
So it's like we're good here.
They can take a couple more. Fuck them. You know, I'm never happy.
Yeah, but you don't want to look like a fucking anyway.
Dude, you don't. Dude,
just-
if I was missing a front, dude, I see people live, you know, missing a front tooth.
Respect the ones that can still have confidence.
Stavros did it for like 2
yeah.
years, and granted, he's a short, fat, balding comedian, so he's like
There's
look.
so many.
His look is the bit. Yeah,
Right.
it's part of the bit, but like.
You fix one, you're still like leaning on 6.
Yeah. Like if I was missing a
dog.
front tooth, I'm not leaving the house, bro. Like
Ever.
dude, I am missing work straight up, bro. I'm going to the dentist and like I don't give a fuck what y'all have to do or how much it costs. You have to put something in here, something like a tooth.
We should have started as soon as COVID started. Dentistry, boom, because you're covered up the entire time. If they whatever would have happened, like, because really,
Wait, what are we talking about? You
well,
and I
like
starting
when
a
I
dentistry
went
practice?
back to the dentist, like it was basically whatever they said I needed is what I needed. If I needed a bunch of teeth pulled, which I did, they happened to be in a lucky spot. If they weren't, and it was COVID time, masks.
I see.
We'd be able to live. We would be able to live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, dude. I'd never leave the house.
Should have done it.
Like
I heard a Louis C.K. bit the other day. It was like on Instagram. It was like something about mouths, and he was just like, "They're disgusting." He's like, "Close your mouth." He's like, "I missed that. I missed the mask from COVID." He's like, "There's something like, ew, your tongue's in there and like old food."
Oh no, seriously.
He's like, "I would rather look at your asshole." He goes, "I would rather gaze into your open asshole than stare into your open mouth." I'm like,
I
get
think all bodily functions are gross. Shit is the top though. Spit second, then piss for me. Like spit is gross.
What if you're getting a
It's
blowjob?
something that has to do with the mouth. Listen, that's all fine. I'm not in there. Like I'm not looking at like I don't know if a stranger's just like eating food and then just like spits some out or whatever. It's just something about the mouth. I'm with them, dude. There's something about
Yeah,
the
I
mouth.
agree. There is something about the mouth.
The things that it can smell like, and I guess because it's not covered up by clothes and shit.
Yeah, it's a gaping
like,
hole into your body. It's fucking
halitosis
weird,
is
bro.
real and awful, and I feel terrible. for anyone
Morality's fake.
afflicted.
Mouths are weird. All right, we checked those boxes. Kanye molested. I went to sex yoga.
What is that?
I wanted to tell you. So I didn't know.
Because yoga is stretching and breathing, essentially. If I boil it down, let's
If you boil it down.
All right,
It-
because
it- can we-
that's what it is. Like they make it, but okay. Anyway, go ahead.
See, I can't scare you, motherfucker. It's like, look, I'm not a yogi. I'm not. However, there's like thousands of years of tradition, and it's like some people
Sure.
say it's like a form of spirituality, and
Sure.
stretching and breathing is only a small portion of it because you're trying to achieve like enlightenment through and like
You never will.
mastery of your body. Yeah, probably not. But and I'm not saying
Almost
I
no
believe
one
that,
ever
but
does.
that's not reducing it, right? So there's I'm part of that. I go to that tribe place, you know.
Yeah, I've
That
heard
tribe
of it.
tribe
From
Baltimore
you
that
and
do
Dave,
the yoga, ice bath, sauna, you know, kickboxing, kettlebells,
What the
fucking
fuck?
dance,
Okay.
breath work, sound bowls, you
Kickboxing's a little off.
name it, bro. They do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. They have classes. It's
All
bizarre.
right, well now it makes more sense because all those other things didn't fit with that one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
They
kinda
have
like,
that. They
huh.
have this class called movementology where they teach you how to do like handstands and cartwheels and rolls and all this.
Okay.
You know, basically, there's a lot of cool shit. But they were doing this thing there. It was called Yoga of Sexual Energy for Men. Was the name of the
Oh,
class.
it's just for men.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that was the name of the class, and I thought, why not? You know, let's go see what they're talking about. So,
Male instructor.
male instructor. Yep. So I don't know what it's going to be. I show up, and you know, men sitting on these little pillows in like a circle. So I sit down, and basically, I'll tell you that. Well, first off, you know, I'm glad I went. The instructor was missing 2 fingers right next to each other,
Which
right?
ones?
Listen, I think it was like these 2.
Oh no,
Dude, listen, and no one addressed it. Not him, not anybody else. So for the first like 3 minutes, I'm like, am I tripping out or like, and then I realize he's missing 2 fingers. And like, listen, I'm not making fun of him.
No,
Genuinely.
of course not.
But as a like, I just feel like if it was 1 finger here, 1 finger there, maybe I don't say anything. But when they're right next to each other, bro, I feel like you have to go, yeah, I know, I'm missing the 2. Yeah, whatever, you know? I don't know.
It's like the 2 whistles that they do, like the whistle in like the old timey TV shows.
Dude.
What the fuck?
I felt like an asshole because it really did. Here's the thing.
I'm trying to think how you would. Anyway, go ahead.
Here's the thing. It did distract me for a few minutes, you know. But once I got past that, you know, basically it was like I would say 80% lecture, 80% him talking.
Huh?
He is.
Did he tell you what the point of it was?
Yeah,
Like,
well, basically,
what-
so to reclaim the fire of your sexual energy, Mike.
your libido.
Yeah,
I
basically he
guess.
talked about that. He talked about erectile dysfunction and coming quick, 2 issues men have, you know.
What about not coming at all?
Well, he's like
mentioned that?
that's enlightenment, basically. He said he basically, if you practice long enough, this practice, you can like have an orgasm without ejaculating, and therefore you can become the multi-orgasmic man.
All right, but no orgasm. Did you mention that?
Oh, you know,
All right, well,
that'd be
fuck.
terrible.
And it is terrible. That's what I'm dealing with. I don't understand my issue. I got
You
an
never
issue.
come?
Right now, I'm not coming.
What
no.
do you mean?
I
I hope
can-
not right this
I
second.
can make myself, but yeah, having sex now is just not happening.
Oh, so I should have brought you to the class, brother.
Probably, yeah. But again, he didn't. If he's not going over that, then it's like he's not going over that. I think I'm like oversensitized or something from not having sex for like a long time, and now like I don't know, like I get in there and I just last, and it's unfortunate because it's just like it gets to the point where it's just like I don't know, I just I can never get to the point.
Have you
anymore.
tried pretending she's a guy?
I should, right? Yeah.
I'm just
No, I
saying
haven't.
you
No, I
should
haven't.
exhaust all the options,
You know,
dude. You might
that's a
learn
fair
something about
point.
yourself.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So basically he's talking and the guy knew a lot, okay? The guy for sure knew a lot. So it was like part anatomy, you know, part like, you know, talking about the PC muscle, you know, the muscle that you know, when you make your dick bounce, You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
okay.
Where you can,
Sure.
you can like, whatever, contract that muscle, the pelvic floor and the PC muscle. And I'm hot, dude. Ugh, all this sex yoga talk.
Take it off. Take it off.
No way. Basically, yeah, he was just saying that, ways to, because the more you can control those muscles, the more you're able to control your orgasm, whether it's
Okay.
stop it, start it, whatever. So like while you're peeing full stream, stop yourself, stop the stream and then continue. Stuff like that helps. Like it's like a muscle that you need to do reps on.
Fair.
So he talks about anatomy and stuff like that. That was good. He talks about, getting out of your head and trying to be really present, whether that's like using eye gazing or breathing practices or whatever. And then like the girl obviously should be on board too. It's not like a lot of these people were have partners. They're not just, but a lot of these guys are married. I was so happy for these men. I swear one of my big takeaways from it was like, go guy, good for you guys. I do feel like the majority of men couldn't give a fuck about being better at sex.
100%.
They just couldn't give a fuck. It's like, I want to be the best one at it.
Right.
I want it to be like the best because I think there is like some type of healing there. I'm also an addict, so I'm addicted to it. But I do think that there's like, you can like achieve like, I don't know, such presence that it does kind of feel divine sometimes. There's something special happening, if it's, a certain amount of presence, I think, and you're out of your head enough and are allowing this thing to flow enough without sounding too gay. But so, yeah, he tells us a lot about anatomy and then basically he's touching on teachings from Tantra and a little bit from Kama Sutra, but like Tantra. So,
I remember hearing about this.
yeah, so like he's been practicing for years, so that's why it felt so dense. It was like he had
These motherfuckers are like having sex for what, 8 hours or something crazy?
That's people can. That's not everyone, that's part of the journey,
You
I
got
guess.
shit to do. That's crazy.
Sure,
45 minutes, man. Like
yeah. And so basically he was saying like to achieve the real results that most people, I guess, would be trying to, you would really need to dedicate yourself to the discipline of like, being celibate for a while, or like, he also talks about that, like, fasting from coming, he talked about the paths to spiritual liberation. He talks about the paths to spiritual liberation.
Fasting from, that sounds like stop eating cum is what just to be clear.
Well,
fasting from cum.
He looked at me directly and said, Justin, stop eating
Stop
cum.
eating the cum.
I was like, bro, I did not think there was going to be rules.
That's so funny.
But he said the 3 paths to spiritual liberation, I think, are like diet, sleep, and sex. Some
Okay.
shit like that.
Sleep,
He talked a lot about stuff like that too, diet and sleep, which you just didn't think you'd hear about in there, but it does make perfect sense. That's the thing. A lot of the stuff he said did make logical sense. I'm like, I can get down with this. So I did think it was helpful. He had this cork ball, and he was like,
Cork?
yeah,
Okay.
cork ball, and he was like, he uses it to roll on his muscles, and he was like advising us to like put it under our balls and like squeeze the PC muscle, but he wanted us all to go around in a circle and do it.
In the same
Not a
ball?
single yeah. Exactly. That was the problem. If everyone had their ball, I think everyone does it. Not a single person does it. Well, really what it was up to was the first person, right? If the first person did it because of groupthink, every other person would have done it, or at least, or
I can't be the one that doesn't do it.
Right.
He's gonna
when
do
he
it.
didn't do it, the first person then to do it would have to be extra courageous, and so no one did it. But and he didn't say you had
That's
to. He's
so
like, if you
funny.
want to feel it, if you never felt it. And I was kind of curious, but not curious enough,
Yeah.
to be the only dickhead that was like sitting, putting this ball in my ass, or on my taint. But yeah, it was anatomy, it was tantra, it was, breath work. It was like, he also talked about people with erectile dysfunction, or maybe not even just them, but just in general. He said the penis should get hard on its own before it's touched. So like everyone's put their soft dick in a girl's mouth and then it gets hard, but he said that like it should be aroused enough before it's touched, so you're not training it to only be hard when it's touched, which makes sense a little if you're like, making that association with your neural pathways, it does make sense scientifically. And he was pretty pragmatic. He wasn't too woo woo, which is like nice for me.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, he did use the word chakras too many times, I'm good for 7 words. You can use the word chakra 7 times,
Oh,
dude.
7, dude. You're better than me.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
think after
honestly
4, I'm like,
okay.
all
So
right,
listen,
all right.
he used it 7. I was cool with 5.
Okay.
Let me really revise. But yeah, and that's again, I'm picky, as you know, with my spirituality and my hippiness. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a little too hippie. I'm just like really picky.
That's what I'm like, I'm open, but like I'm not that open.
Exactly. So, well, one of the things, yeah, dude, it was like, and then one of the things he talked about eye gazing and how he like made this correlation between eyes and testicles, And he's like, there's these 2 round balls right here with like information that are sensitive.
Yeah.
There's 2 round balls down there that are, and I'm like, all right, okay. And then basically, I don't know, he's like, all right, like, I want you guys to partner up, right? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is about to happen now? Because the whole time we're not interacting with one another. He's talking, we're talking back to him sometimes, but we're not talking to one another. So he's like, all right, everyone partner up. So the guy next to me, I've seen him there. He, like, I know him, you know. So I was partner up. So he's like, all right, so, and you don't have to do this if you feel uncomfortable, but basically he's like,
Grab
I
your
want you.
partner's balls.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Feel his balls, yeah. And so basically he's like, put your hand on his heart, right? So I'd have my hand on his heart. Sure. You'd have your hand on mine.
Okay.
And then I'd put my hand over top of your hand. You'd put your hand over top of mine. And then stare at each other's eyes. Bro, I felt so awkward. Dude.
Yeah, I bet.
But dude, why?
I mean,
tell me why.
I don't know. Like, there's always
I
like
couldn't figure it out, bro. I'm like, I
don't know. There's that weird thing. Because, like, you feel like you need to do something. Where, like, someone has to, like, now do, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Eye contact's weird. Like I was saying before, it
doesn't have to be eye contact.
Eye contact
like,
mean I want to fight your eye, I want to fuck you.
If you're just close to me, like, and we're like, I don't know, we don't even have to be like, but if you're like just a tiny bit too close, same thing. You don't have to be looking at me. It's the same. Like, I feel like you have this weird, like,
it's like an energetic field.
Do I got like the energy gets weird because it's just. I mean,
well, it's a position I've never been at with a man. You know?
Oh, that's fair too.
But you know, so I have my hand on this man's chest, his hand on mine. We're looking at each other's eyes, and it's intimate, you know? So it's just like, this is weird. Like, I'm not attracted to this man.
I wasn't really putting into the touch.
No, I know.
Too.
We weren't actually doing it. But what I'm saying is, like, it felt just like, like, this is weird. And I wish I didn't have that feeling. Because there's nothing inherently gay about that, right?
That's the societal thing,
right? For sure.
We've done.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what a lot of it is, you know.
But that's because we take the opinions of our parents and we then go forward with them.
It just made me sad. It made me feel limited, you know, in a way.
Well, shit, dude, imagine your parents, because like your dad could not do that. He couldn't even do what you did.
What else gave him cancer?
I
pushing the gay down, dude. Old guys used to just bury their emotions until it becomes fucking this leaden cancer in the bottom of their gut. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, being as openly gay as I am, I won't get cancer. I think like 50% of Americans get it. So
still though, you're just, I don't know. Even if you are happy and out with your gayness, like you would still need the people that you love to. It's a whole thing to like have a life that like you're not gonna have. It's just trauma everywhere.
Oh yeah, you can't avoid trauma. No, there's no avoiding it. It's tough. I can't imagine like that balance when you have a kid, you know, and you're like wanting to give them the world, but then also wanting to show them the real world. It's cruel and unfair and fucked up and sucks, and you know. But there's blowjobs along the way,
That's
you know.
True.
So there's like, reasons to not put a gun in your mouth.
Listen, lying to a kid's probably fun. Just bringing back to the kids thing, like I think that would be like my hobby if I was a parent. Like,
well, now that they have Google, you can't even fucking do it.
Well, you're really lying to the kids like pre-6, you know, like the first 5.
They're using it.
Yeah. So like, if you don't want them to eat fucking or candy before, you just tell them like, your favorite whoever hates that candy or whatever lie you want to make up.
I seen a kid on Reddit that was like, does Minecraft really, does Roblox really shut down at 10 p.m.? And then people were like, yeah, bro. And
I saw that.
That was so cute, dude. It's so funny,
cute.
bro. That was so wholesome. I love that.
Amazing.
That's exactly what it reminded me of. Yeah. But the kids these days, even before 6, bro, there's that video of like a kid that goes up to a magazine and he's like the apple in the magazine or something, or like a picture of something, and the kid's like,
oh shit.
And he's mad because it's not, because he's so used to screens and zooming and like literally like.
I tried to do that on the back of a deck of cards. like it was probably a year and a half ago. And I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So
dude.
Right, and then imagine if you grew up with everything being able to do that. It's just like it's a weird. Every episode I get into tech dystopian future, but that's just where we're at, bro.
Pretty much.
It's really tech dystopian present if we're being
what's sad? Here's something sad.
Please, I could use it.
So,
I've been so cheerful lately.
We happen to grow up in the time where like, the phone camera. The phone camera just came into existence, right? Mm-hmm. So we had like, I don't know, 6 pixels or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
So all of our memories from growing up are either pixelated or they were put on like a Tumblr or a MySpace, which either doesn't exist or most people like, how many photos do you actually have access to? Because I guarantee you both of us have hundreds of photos from that time period that are just lost.
Oh yeah.
Because
for sure.
For one, I mean, they were too shitty to keep. One, you'd have to take to get a picture from a phone to a computer in the day, a kid today would blow their mind would explode. They'd be like, "What do you mean? There's 3 steps. There's more than like a step.
Yeah.
Like you don't just send it like over Bluetooth."
Yeah.
And, like no, Bluetooth wasn't. There was no tooth.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was.
And it's funny because even coming from that, like how shitty it was, I expect it now to just be completely seamless.
Right.
So when it's not, I'm like, what the
Well,
fuck is
yeah.
going on?
That you got to go back to like the Louis C.K. bit. Like it's going to
Uh-huh,
space.
exactly.
It's got to go to space.
Exactly.
What do you?
If it lags for a minute,
A second.
I'm losing
A second,
my
yeah,
fucking
everyone is.
mind. Yeah.
But yeah, man. And then like just websites from our like I just feel like does Tumblr just not exist anymore? I feel like that's the
I think
example.
it pretty much dissolved. Yeah.
So like a lot of people, that was a picture storing website. Like people have their all of their memories could be on that.
Gotcha. Yeah. I didn't
And that
realize
it's
it was-
just gone now.
Yeah.
Because like this is on YouTube, right? If
And the
YouTube
cloud.
gets sold or like
Yeah.
something happens and it dissolves, all of the memories, they're gone.
Yeah.
I actually think Tumblr's still around. It's just less used.
All right, maybe that's not the good
The servers are
example,
still up.
but like I don't
MySpace.
know.
Pick one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean everything's ethereal, right? It's like nothing lasts forever. Everything's gonna go away.
No, but like all these kids will have everything documented that they would ever want.
That's
Like I
true.
can't show a kid that I existed from this year for a decade. I don't think I could prove I existed.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I don't think you can prove it right this second, bro. Do we actually exist? Is the question.
all right.
But not to get too existential. Yeah, I thought about it. I went to my niece's softball game yesterday. Right? Terrible. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't. Oh, it was.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No,
but,
it was.
But it's actually it's fun because they're young,
Sure.
and they're terrible, so it's great.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, like my sister was like filmed my niece getting a hit, and I was just thinking like, yeah, I played baseball. Like at best, there's like a picture of me, like my back, like running onto the diamond or something,
Yeah.
where you can't tell it's me, at best, like with a coffee stain on it, like under my mom's bed right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is interesting to just be like, I'm thinking about when my niece is older for her to tell someone like, yeah, I used to play, softball. Like there's video, like not just like I can
4K video.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Like our parents had like the big camcorder. Then you had to go get that or maybe it recorded right to the VHS. But then like wow,
yeah, dude,
that's
the big
that's a
camcorder
whole
was crazy.
it's
dude.
crazy.
And then
But
there was
yeah.
dads who were super into it and have them out all the time.
But we were in the in between. Like the camcorders worked. Like and the shit works now. The shit we had is just like unwatchable because you're so used to. You probably won't watch a 720p fucking video now because of 1080 and everything above it. Like to watch like
I'm pretty snobby with my porn quality.
I
I'll
don't
tell you
even
that
know
much.
what it would be. It's not even 480. I don't even know what those little pixely phones would be.
I think like 3.
You can count the pixels. Yeah, like you can count them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it kind of sucked to be where,
At least there was some variety with the Razor phones and Blackberries and shit. Now it's like, iPhone or Android.
and
basically.
only the smartest among us could do stuff in tech, it feels like. Like we were like lied to. Like you can't stream or you can't play video games for a job. Like we were lied to. You won't have a calculator in your pocket.
Yeah.
That's why you don't take advice from your teachers. Your teachers can teach you how to be a teacher. Your parents can teach you how to do whatever the fuck your parents do. You're smarter than both of those people. So I don't know. Use your internet. Use AI. I don't know, man.
Eat your school and stay in drugs.
I like
Or wait, no, it's stay in vegetables.
it.
Don't do drugs.
School.
Eat your school. Yeah, forget it. But
It's all the
so
same.
figure it out. Figure out those order of things. Chance, you just quit school, huh?
Yeah.
Today was his first day doing internet school.
Oh, you don't go. Oh, that's what you mean by internet school. He's not
Yeah.
going to a.
And
Okay.
It was Northeast. Remember you asked?
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
Northeast for a little while. and
So
then he
how's
said-
that work? You doing that from home?
Yeah, it's like only 2 hours a day, and then I'm just done, and I don't have to do anything.
Okay, and that counts though. Like,
Yeah.
Somehow, yes.
huh. See, everything's a lie and everything's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Cause like, okay, when I was in high school, when they offered my senior year,
Dude,
if
when you were
had
in
a
high
job,
school, you had an afro.
Yeah, so I did.
Dude, I forgot about it.
Yeah, I didn't
Someone,
even-
dude, I think Eddie brought it up to me
and
a
I
couple
didn't
weeks
win
ago.
best hair either. I should have.
Mike had a fucking legitimate chance afro.
Yeah.
If we could throw a picture up in this episode, dude, you had a legitimate afro.
I'll try to find it.
I-
Yeah.
Dude, that I
It
It
forgot
doesn't
about
grow
that.
that curly anymore either. Like,
You had
it's
it on
like,
your license and everything,
Yep,
I think, right?
Oh yeah, I still have a picture, so I'll
dude,
get the
dude,
license
yeah,
up.
I completely forgot about that part. But go ahead. So you were in high school. Sorry, I had
Oh fuck! I mean,
ruined it.
No, I mean I can probably
Everything's
find it.
fake. Everything's a lie. He's doing.
Oh,
school
so at
accounts.
senior year they offered if you had a job or whatever you could do, or if you went to college,
The half day thing.
you could do the half day thing. So and you really didn't have to go to college. Like you could just say, or like I think you did have to sign up. Maybe you ended up having to pay for those credits. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I guess if you pulled out before, like that was it. You just weren't going to the school and you got out half a day. And I'm pretty sure I did, because I know I did sign up for the thing. I signed up for the classes, but I like didn't go. I went to a couple of them, and I was like, yeah, these are stupid bullshit classes, and they were. But it was something probably I should have done. It was just I don't know, man. Like to do how many credits you needed to like then.
Dude, that's the thing that that's the thing that deters me a bit, because I've heard Jordan Peterson, I know some people feel strongly about him one way or the other, but without giving my opinion on him, I'll say that he said that at one point, something I strongly agree with, maybe not strongly, but I do agree with. He said that you should be educated to the highest level of your ability,
Okay.
And so like some people aren't, intelligent enough to go to college, and I do believe I am. So I think it's a little bit of a disservice to myself to not have learned, to not have, educated myself higher. Now, look, I understand that I can be an autodidact and I can learn on my own time and I can go in there and do it, but I don't have the discipline for that. And there's a lot of stuff at college that's pointless, and like I maybe don't need to know how to fucking draft a fucking thesis paper, but I do think it'd be nice if I learned how to source things or how to properly cite things, or like just certain things that college people I've noticed or know and do. Like I just learned the word arboretum last year.
Something to do with trees.
Yeah. You know what an arboretum is?
I actually don't.
Yeah.
Tree fort, tree house, tree.
Well, it's like a tree
They
place.
grow trees.
Yeah, it's like yeah. It's basically like a mix between a state park and like a vineyard or like a bunch of flowers. It's like a curated place with trees and like beautiful.
Is it like bonsai?
It could be whatever trees, It's called an arboretum. There's one in Baltimore. It's gorgeous. It's just like a
Tree
pretty
museum.
park.
Tree museum.
It's a state park. It's like it's like a fucking a butterfly exhibit with no butterflies. It's like here's our foliage, but it's like pretty foliage. Go there, walk around. It's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I went there on like a date. Because the thing about a date is I don't like getting something to eat.
I mean,
I don't like going to the
like
movies.
not a full dinner or whatever.
Right.
Because then like.
Well, dude, I'm not hungry.
Oh.
My system is as such to where like if I am stressed, happy, sad, if I'm feeling emotions, my stomach is like, oh, we're not eating. Genuinely, it's not. I wish I wasn't so excitable because it's like my system, and I'll be wanting to eat. But if I'm too like so I don't like the eating, and then the movie you don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, the movie's pointless.
Fucking pointless.
That's like the opposite of what you're supposed to be
fucking
doing.
pointless. You're both just sitting in there either watching the movie or just in your head the whole time.
Should I hold
about,
her
like,
hand?
Yeah. How close
Should I
your
hold her
elbows
hand?
are together or
Yeah.
something like.
Yeah.
It's just inherently fucking awkward, but
No doubt. Like you could do, the coffee thing, like where you just are sitting and able to just have a conversation. Like that
Yeah.
makes sense and it's cheap.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the dinner thing because then like it becomes this thing. Do you need to pay for the whole thing? Are they this independent woman that they don't want you to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like this weird thing. It's just stupid, and it's stupid, by the way. Like
Yeah,
who gives a
fuck
fuck?
dinner.
Who cares? Who
fuck dinner.
cares?
Dinner sucks. Movies
Also,
suck.
split that shit because like equality or whatever the fuck, right?
I mean, everyone has their take on it. Yeah, I usually will pay for the first thing. I think, just out of habit and social
I
construct.
try to pay for everything, and I don't want to.
Oh, I don't. It's the
It's
first
stupid.
thing I will, but then it's like
So
we gotta start
stupid.
splitting stuff. But yeah, the
100%.
first thing I think I will. And I had a young guy at my work talking about. Well, I seen him reading this book. He's reading a book called The Art of.
Seduction?
No.
The Art of War?
No, there's like the art of seeing. So it might not have been the art of. That's why I'm tripping out right now. But it's like how to see someone and be seen.
Okay.
And he's like young, 22 maybe. And I'm like, or he asked me if I had read the book, and I'm like, no. He's like, oh, I figured it would be something that you have read. And I'm like, no, I haven't heard of it. It sounds like something I would like to read, And I'm like, why are you reading that? He's like, well, he's like out in the dating world, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm out on these dates, And he's young, like I said. He's obviously eventually he wants a family. You know, he's a Christian man. He's legitimately, you know, he's like born again Christian. Like he wants a family with values, and he wants to do the whole thing. And he's like, you know, but I'm letting him know sometimes that's a lot of pressure on a first date. You know, because then it's like you kind of rob yourself of having any type of fun in the moment, or even just like not just fun, but you know what I mean. It's like sometimes it's like a lot of weight to put on a first date, you know. So it's like while that is the goal, you know, lighten up a bit in the moment type thing. But he was saying that like he had to ask himself like, what am I trying to do out here on these dates, you know, while I'm out on one. And he's like, basically I want to see them and I want to be seen. And I thought that was beautiful, bro. I'm like, honestly, man, I'm like, I think that at 22 you are so far ahead of the game. I'm like you're gonna have to start dating older girls, because like the people you're going on dates with, they have no idea what they're doing.
Right.
You know, most people just don't. I just feel like it was a good question that he even had the fact that he even had the idea to ask, what am I trying to do here?
Right.
I thought was
That's a very
beautiful, bro.
'cause-
I'm like, that's beautiful.
Because even now, I'm like, that question hits me, and I'm like, what am I trying to do?
I know, same,
You know?
same,
Like-
same. What's my motivation here?
Like
What's the goal?
ultimately,
Yeah.
obviously,
Motivation
like
and goal, I'm
finding
curious.
a soulmate, if that's a thing. Like
I don't believe in
that's-
soulmates.
Like, and I don't. Well, I do it to the point where like I think there's a lot of them.
Well, right.
Like,
Soulmate
right?
is anyone who brings you closer to your own soul.
Chances
That's my
are,
favorite
though,
definition I've heard of
Your
it.
chances of meeting one still aren't good. And then if you still would have to do a lot of like fucking searching, and then
If there just happen to be these random soulmates, sure. I do think a soulmate, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's
just like someone that's like wholly compatible
semantics,
with
but
like
yeah.
what you are and who you are,
and if they're bringing you
without,
closer
like,
to you, it's
out
like
of the box.
Yeah. I think it's about like I genuinely think that whether we recognize it or not, the people we like the most, we're able to like become closer to our true selves around, or we like how we feel about ourselves when they're something like that. Like I don't know if it's so much like, obviously, yes, this is like, okay, I love this person, but like something about the comfortability about being around this person that I love helps me to be more authentic, you know? And I think that that's kind of like a soulmate, but I guess that's just like, but it is interesting to know, or to like analyze what my motivations are, or goals, you know, if I'm out on a date, you know, like what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Am I trying to fill a void? Am I trying to,
Right.
you know, what is my actual availability even, you
And then the
know?
other thing is like you don't, even if you know, that changes.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
There's nothing static.
Right, like-
Everything's constantly dynamic, and there's never one answer either. It's
You
like,
go out looking for sex, you find someone that you fall in love with, or the opposite. Like you trying to find someone to fall in love with, you find someone to have sex with. I mean,
yeah, and they're
it's-
not just it's not two sides of a coin. That's the thing about love and lust too. I don't like it when people do that. It's so binary. They're like, is it love or is it lust? It's like, it's probably both. Like there's like a huge Venn diagram there, just like
Yeah.
everything else. I'm just
Like-
saying though, it's not so simple. People are just like, oh, that was just lust then, or that was just this. It's like it can the chemicals that are flooding in your brain it can mix all kinds of shit up.
it's both. Like,
Yeah.
you spend enough time with any human being, love will form. It may not be the same kind of love.
You think
like,
it's a choice?
what?
To love someone? Because I don't.
No, not really. No,
Yeah.
like
I think you can allow it.
Right.
Like you said, it's like you become a conduit for it.
and that's why you feel bad if you killed him versus like the random 15-year-old. Like you may feel bad about that random 15-year-old if you know him or you know how it affects the people that it affects. But like if
Right.
it's something that's just totally blank to you, this guy you're gonna be able to feel the results of what you've done. Whereas like some random person, dude, like that's why it's like, you know, morality, it's made up.
Yeah, I'd probably be sad for at least 10, 20 minutes.
Like
you know?
morality
At least
is
20.
real. Like it is real. Obviously the feelings are there because
Well, right,
like
we've put a word on it.
but you know, I don't know.
And then does the morality extend to spiders? You know, that's another thing about the morality and like the not killing stuff. You know, it's like,
it should
but
kind
they have
of
too many eyes
because
to
like
have
that's the
compassion
thing.
for.
Too many eyes, too many legs. The silk is too strong or whatever.
We are
the
not
webs,
thinking
dude.
about how many eyes spiders have often enough.
Never. It's always the legs.
Yeah.
And
Why aren't we
listen,
talking about the amount of
honestly,
eyeballs on those things? It's
I
disgusting.
would trade so many things to never walk through a spider web again.
Oh, dude, I pushed someone into a giant one time.
You said that
Oh
once.
my god, it's one of the meanest things I've
Scott,
ever done.
maybe?
No, it's
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we'll bleep that name. But yeah, yeah, dude, that was so mean. It was the biggest. It was just from floor to the overhang of a roof, giant, thick fucking thing, big old spider in there. And he went and looked at it. I pushed him in it. Dude, I mean, you want to talk about someone
Honestly,
freaking
for
out.
me, that kind of is on the same level as if like I was in a porta potty and you tipped it over.
Yeah, no, he's got to fight
It's,
me.
like it's something
You
that
gotta fight.
I'm gonna be. It's gonna
Dude,
be with me for a
I
while.
don't think I can even be your friend.
You can't wash it off.
I can't be your friend.
I mean, I can't trust
Dude,
you ever
it
again.
would feel like the webs were inside of me.
Right?
You know? When
Forever.
you walk through a spider web, dude, you are instantly made out of spider web. You're like, dude, it is everywhere.
Such a pussy.
Oh
That's
my
so
god.
funny, dude.
You wanna emasculate
Our
a man?
great grandparents are
Dude,
rolling over in their
You wanna-
graves.
dude, you can be the biggest, toughest, baddest, manliest motherfucker. You walk through a spider web and the bitch is gonna come all the way out of you. There's no way to avoid it, dude. It's icky. Let's be honest, dude. It's icky. You know?
Yeah.
Gross.
Fuck, dude.
I mean,
Wait.
if every man does it, who can criticize?
That's right. Let he who's without bitchiness throw the first stone.
And listen, let's go. These motherfuckers make a trap, right? And it's like a trap that
These I was
probably
curious if these motherfuckers were the men or
it
the
probably
spiders.
looks beautiful. It's this pattern,
Oh, yeah.
like it glistens if there's
gorgeous.
rain on it.
Gorgeous.
And what do? They wait for you to get stuck on it. Then they fucking don't kill you. They just fucking wrap you up. And you're just like stuck there to having to think about what the fuck's to come next. You could probably like see your neighbors
Ew,
that
bro.
have been stuck before
You're
you.
giving me nightmares.
Dude, the spider is fucked.
Ew,
Beyond fucked. Like,
Ew.
but they
Impressive.
kill other bugs. And it's like, okay, prove
Yeah,
it.
well, because I was thinking about
They
like
torture other
remember,
bugs.
we talked a little bit about before the podcast, but I was curious if it was like an evolutionary thing, like DNA, you know, because spider bites can kill you, right? Because sometimes, like, you know, kids that are babies are scared of snakes, I think, inherently, and
Actually, I saw a video of that. They're not.
they're not. Is that
No.
bullshit?
It's bullshit.
Damn. Okay, so there's certain things that evolutionarily,
It's trained behavior.
right. Okay, interesting. So yeah, because they say that epigenetics will pass down some information through the DNA. You know, like I think if you put a baby in water, it knows to swim.
Really?
Maybe that's bullshit too. I don't know.
I think they float.
yeah. Well,
Mine didn't.
Don't find out. I won last week. Yeah. And then the pruny fingers. You saw? Do you know that? You saw that?
I saw you post something about
Yeah.
pretty fingers.
Do you know that? The
Uh,
reason we get pruny fingers is for grip underwater.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
didn't
that's
know
what the scientists' best guess. Anytime they say this is the evolutionary reason, it's a guess, you know,
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, basically they said that. What I thought was so cool because I used to hate my pruny hands. I prune so quick,
That's fair.
and it just looks weird. But
You know
yeah.
what I hate? Have you ever seen someone swimming? But like if you film someone swimming underwater,
Interesting.
oh, I guess you have to be underwater. Slow motion, dude. It's fucking gross. It's gross. It's gruesome. Like your body is just like
shaking of it?
jelly.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
a jelly underwater, and you are just like not your shape when you're swimming in the water. And like the biggest turnoff, like one of the biggest, it's just I don't ever want to see anyone swimming.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, dude.
That's so
Oh, yeah.
specific.
All bodies are just gross. Like we're just like a water balloon. But like when we're not in the water, we've got structure. When you're in the water, you lose some of that structure just enough to not look human.
Gravity's weird, huh?
Oh, dude, slow motion swimming is fucking gross. Don't ever show it to me. It's such a weird like, yeah, man. Check it out. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Don't check your
Yeah.
email.
yeah. I'll check it out. What else, dude? What else is going on?
Shit. I went to the aquarium and
On
they
acid?
had no.
How was that?
The lady friend came up. It was fun. Like we should have went to the zoo. I'm more zoo than aquarium.
Okay.
Like I just don't give a shit about fish. Like they're cool. Like they're cool or whatever. But like the problem is it's all indoors. So like there's only so much space. And if you go and it's busy
Ooh,
at all,
that is rough.
it's just rough.
That
and
is rough.
you got kids running around.
Yeah,
It's annoying. And it's dark in there because
It
I
is
guess
very dimly lit in the Baltimore
I
Aquarium.
forgot that part. And I mean, it was cool. There were some horseshoe crabs you could pet. Tried to pet them. They didn't swim near me, and I only did that because like I told you when I pet some stingrays. Only did it because a child fucking petted right in front of me, and it was just like, I have to do this now. Like that's it's kind of like
You
I'm
can't
sorry.
bitch out.
It's in my. It's like it's not right, but that's was put in me by the people before me, and it's there. So, yeah, you gotta I can't be the weakest one.
Yeah. Was there hammerhead sharks?
No one should. Yeah,
Really?
there's at least one. Yeah.
Hammerhead sharks are badass.
There's a couple weird looking ones that I wouldn't even be able to like describe to you, but like they just look like they were deformed sharks, but they were just like an actual.
It's probably just like years and generations of inbreeding at the
Could be
aquarium,
that.
you know.
Could be that too.
Yeah, it's usually, you know, it's like the French bulldog of sharks.
The dolphin area is just like there's no shows. I guess they can't do shows anymore.
Ever since the trainer got killed.
Well, lots of trainers have been killed.
Yeah.
I don't know about there though.
No, yeah, I just
but in
made that
general,
up,
yeah.
but I'm sure it's happened.
So it's boring as fuck in there. It's just
Yeah.
like a bunch. Like there's like 6 people that will be in there. Like, and it's just like, what are you guys doing in here? You're just like watching like a shape in the water. Like sometimes the dorsal fin will come up, and most of the time they're under the water. So
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like, oh, cool. Look at that dark cloud that's moving. What are you guys doing in here? You paid money to be here. Anyway, maybe they're resting their legs. I don't know. Anyway, go to the Baltimore Zoo, and I'll go to the National Aquarium. And then to call it the National Aquarium feels like
There's some hubris there for sure.
it feels like it needs to be more to call it that.
Well, dude, it's praised as one of the better ones.
And maybe it is.
So I've been told.
I'm not, I've been to SeaWorld and I've been to that aquarium. So those are the only aquarium based type things I've ever been to. So I'm very not versed.
I guess I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'm ignorant to it, but I also feel bad for fishes in cages and animals in
dude.
cages. So zoos and aquarium, there's this like little fucking thing in my head that's like, dude, this is not okay. And then there's the people who work there that are like, they need us. Like if we let them free, they die and all this.
And
it's
there
like,
might be something to that.
and
Something
no,
to that
I'm sure there's
to
somewhere
some
truth
of
in
it.
the middle, yeah, like or a bit of both. They're both probably true. It's like
My one question is
sad.
like, is it really annoying when people slap on the glass for the fish?
they say it's like, yeah, I remember hearing it's like,
I've
terrible,
heard that.
but
And-
people do it
Oh,
constantly.
every child.
yeah,
Every single child that
Dude,
I
yeah,
saw.
if it is bad, these poor fish are in a torture chamber because every kid is smacking their fingerprints on
all
everything.
day.
Justin, be their savior. Bring a hammer.
Let's just go to the aquarium with a hammer. Dude, there's just probably like, I wonder, it's probably great. Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, even if you could, like that's not the way we would set charges. We would set because you don't want to die.
Boo.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna die. You take a hammer to a glass full of water.
Being a martyr doesn't sound
That
terrible.
glass is you're going to die. So charges, little ones.
Yeah.
We'll find some demolition military person. He'll show us how to, find a little military cookbook.
But there's something poetic
anarchist
about me
cookbook.
having to die so the deformed hammerhead inbred can live, you know?
The
As it
problem?
dies, just being on the ground as the water just goes away.
You would be like a PETA hero.
Yeah, me
But,
and
like,
all the fish die.
If you were saving dogs, maybe.
Mm.
People don't care about fish.
They're not cute
By
enough.
and large.
They're not cute enough.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
just it's a certain sect. Just like the bird watchers, you gotta like bird watchers like birds. Outside of that, most people don't give a fuck. So that goes with most things. I don't know, but dogs, a lot of people like dogs, man. People that like birds, they like dogs. People that like fish, they like
Dude, I always
dogs.
wonder what that birds are talking about, man. I never know. It should just either be fucking or fighting or eating. But that seems like they're just gossiping, you know?
I think they are like calling like, hey, I want to fuck, like here, the mating calls and shit. Like,
That's what science says, but it's like all day? I guess so.
I guess, and what else they have to do? Survive? They're like about to die at any moment, probably. So it's just like, let's be fucking all the time.
And on that note, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you'd rather go to the aquarium or the zoo. Comment if you think morality is real or fake. Comment.
Comment if you would bring a hammer.
Comment if you would bring a hammer or use the charges.
Subscribe too. A lot of you aren't
Oh,
subscribed.
can you subscribe? If
Yeah.
you check out this video, hit subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything.
I don't need your notifications. You don't gotta watch this shit every week. Just
In fact, don't watch it ever.
Yeah,
Just subscribe.
hit that button.
Right, who do you think's gay or me or Mike? Yeah. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to Chance.
That's it.
If this doesn't work, I'll kill myself.
Damn.